Do you have questions about buying or selling a home, not sure if you qualify? Your local real estate agent Antoinette Ware is here for you. Do you live out of town, moving out of town, or looking for investment property? Well, let's work together and make it happen. Antoinette Ware can be reached at 419-917-6258. The name you know, celebrating over 20 years, serving Toledo and surrounding areas. Frida's Cleaning Service is a small family-owned business established in 2003. With over 17 years of professional, high-quality, and greatly satisfied service, the Frida's Cleaning Service will get the job done. Specializing in sanitizing your home, business, post-construction, and commercial cleaning, no job's too big or small. See for yourself and give us a call, 567-249-9172. La Frida's Cleaning Service. Our reputation is always spotless.
Are you tired of driving around a dirty car? Say hello to the ultimate solution for your car. Quick Auto Detail, home, work, or wherever. Their mobile car spa will clean and shine your car anytime and anywhere. Their products are gentle on your car's paint, and they use only the highest quality materials. Book your
Hi, this is TV comedy impressionist Christopher G from the other side of the pond saying hi, and I love the Queen Silvy show.
Like you pop the pill. Once you hear the show, you ain't gonna want it to end. Get creative with the sounds you can make with your mouth. Reaching all over the world, Queen Silvy in the house. Award-winning show, got the #1 spot. Look out. It's the Queen Silvy show. 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 It's the Queen Silvy show.
Hi, this is Joe Mass. You are listening to the Queen Silvy Show. You are now part of the royalty.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live, it's time for the silky smooth sounds of Smooth Tim and Her Majesty herself, Queen Silvy.
Hey, it is Smooth Tim, and thank you so very, very much for dropping by and spending another terrific Tuesday with us on the Queen Silvy Show. It is now my absolute pleasure to bring to you the world's sexiest granny, the Queen herself, Queen Silvy.
That's right, correctamundo. It is me, Queen Silvy. On this terrific Tuesday, the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this great world today. Woo! I hope you're ready. And I mean, woo! I hope you're ready. We have super greatness in store for you. Mm-hmm. So you do have time to be kind right now.
That's right.
Spread the word for someone else to come on in and get the super greatness we have in store for you. It really is. Smooth, how are you today?
I'm doing terrific on this Tuesday, Queen. And might I ask, how are you doing?
As always, I'm supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious, I suppose. It's 24/7, 365. Queen Silvy, you're just simply
I know.
amazing. Yes, you are.
Yes, I am amazing. True that. It is what it is, right? Hey, but you are amazing, Smooth. You are amazing. We have an amazing guest today on the show, don't we?
You know what? He is a guitarist, a bassist, a vocalist for the Dark Remedey band. And we'll be talking to him. He is also a wrestler.
Ooh, throw it down.
So, hey, if you rush the stage, you're going to be in trouble.
You sure
That
are.
is Cary Parsons.
Hey, looking forward to my conversation.
With Cary. It's going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
He does a little bit of everything.
Multi-talented.
Man. Hey, how about analytics from last week's show before we carry on? The United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Mexico, Germany, Poland, Africa, Ireland, France, Australia. Thank you, folks, for tuning on in. We sincerely appreciate that.
We certainly do.
Otherwise, as always, our hearts and prayers are going out to you around the world. There's all kinds of things going on domestically, internationally. Hey, it will work itself out, as Queen and I like to say. Faith over fear.
That's right.
Hey, I think I'm getting excited. I want to get on with the show. I want to talk with Cary.
Well, we're going to talk with Cary in a moment. But, hey, before I get into my conversation with my wonderful guest, what I like to do at this moment is I like to share some motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you. The purpose of life is to find your mission and fulfill it. I mean, if you can't figure out your purpose, figure out your passion. For your passion will lead you right into the purpose. Know as soon as you take responsibility of your life, you can change the world. Just align your personality with your purpose and no one can touch you. Simply accept responsibility of your life and know that you will get where you want to go. No one else will. And those are some motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you, baby. Yes, yes. I know you want to see and hear the great music from our band and from our guests. But before I get into all of that, I must give shout outs to my good deserving kings and queens, my good friends all over, like Pepper Gomez at Wakeup Music Rocks, holistic health advocate Marva Riley, Marie McKenzie and the International Sexual Assault Recovery Institute, Carmen Jewel and Massage Therapy by Carmen, Simone Enterprise and Entertainment Company and the Simone Family Foundation, A Journey Through Healing with Beatrice Crawford Daniels Lee,
Shout out to you.
Kinsley Patino, Queen Jenna, Queen Ashley, Follette Clark, and Kenneth Rawls,
Shout out to you.
the Helen Myers, Peace Myers, Corey and Casey Patino, and Joan Mercer,
Shout out to you.
Queen Aaliyah, Asia Tay, Maya Camille, and Dejour,
Shout out to you.
to my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren,
Shout out to you.
Jonathan Easley, Lee Allen, Wade and Katrina, LP and Cynthia, Melvin and Teresa, Kaki, and Mike,
Shout out to you.
Queen Sonia, Kaki, Shanika, Alana, Brianna, and Precious,
Shout out to you.
to Nancy, Delia, and Chrissy from Fort Worth, Texas, Lee,
Shout out to you.
Ryan and Kelly and the All-American Boys, Matt and Tracy, and the All-American Girls,
Shout out to you.
I think I need to pause for the call and clear my throat. One moment, please.
Ooh, ooh, meow. Ready.
I think the ribbit has it. Don't knock it till you try it. To Pamela Anderson, C. Shorty Franklin, Renita Easley, Patricia Wilhelm McGiffin, Gold Rosa, Donna Ferry, and Pam Bailey.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends in Africa, Amy Kanima, Websterito, Hostile Flow, Hero Boy, and Princess Irialua.
Shout out to you.
Sabrina Williams, Pinky Harmon, Sassy Savage, Robin Taylor, DJ Team Broke, 100.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends in the United Kingdom, Beth Lambert, Nicola Jones, Bethany Jones, and Kay Cross.
Shout out to you.
Lorenzo Gabaniza, Christine Lewis Anderson, James and Audrey, Serious Edition, and Nana Linda Hartley.
Shout out to you.
To Edith Verhoek, Queen D. Brown, Sandra and Ben Johnson, Melody Gore Dobbs, Miguel Montevon, Brian Pearson, Brenda Ramirez, and my good friend, Joe Mass.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. Hey, listen, if you would love to be shouted out, if you have someone you would love for us to represent and shout out, we will hook you up 3 days a week. Every Tuesday with the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show, every Wednesday with Tim Stitbits, and every Thursday with the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. As we bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you. Check out this resource. And when we get back, you're going to get that special treat. The ball is rolling as we have a great time on The Queen Silvy Show. Do you have questions about buying or selling a home, not sure if you're qualified? Your local real estate agent, Antoinette Ware, is here for you. Do you live out of town, moving out of town, or looking for investment property? Well, let's work together and make it happen. Antoinette Ware can be reached at 419-917-6258. The name you know, celebrating over 20 years, serving Toledo and surrounding areas. Hey, we are back on this terrific Tuesday. As I said before, you do have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else to come on in and get this super greatness we have in store for you. A powerhouse in the world of melodic hard rock alternative metal, delivering music that strikes a chord with fans across the globe. Driven by an unwavering determination to share their music and vision to the grandest stages while breaking charts and soaring successfully with Wakeup Music Rocks. Honored to showcase the hot, newly released single entitled Let Me Go and sharing some great conversation with guitarist, bassist, vocalist, wrestler, Cary Parsons of the dynamic band Dark Remedey.
What's going on? Thank you for having me.
Hey, we are
Glad
honored
to
that
be here.
we are honored you took the time to be here on this show. I know you're doing a lot of things. You have your hands on a lot of things. But let's begin with you, Cary, because I find you to be interesting. I find you to be very multi-talented. And I am a music head. Smooth is a music head of all instruments, including the spoons. But I don't know if you can see around us, we have lots of guitars and bass. I like bass, but I can in no way play or jam like you. I'm gonna just keep that real. So don't call me out and playing nothing, because I'm not gonna do it. But for you, you've since the age of 14, you've had the guitar in your hand. So what is it about the guitar that ignites your passion?
Yeah, so I actually think I first picked up the guitar when I was probably 7 or 8.
Wow.
My first professional gig as a musician, I was 14. I grew up in a music family. My grandmother was treasurer of the National Country Music Association.
All right.
So I grew up backstage at the Grand Ole Opry, hanging out with, the Judds, Bill Monroe, Hank Jr., I mean, all the legends. And I remember the first time that I knew that I wanted to do something in that business. I don't think I knew that I wanted to play an instrument or what the instrument was. I was backstage at the Grand Ole Opry, and Porter Wagner walked up to me wearing one of those nudie suits. And when he opened the breast, on the inside in rhinestones, it said, "Hello, my name is Porter."
Wow.
And, at like 7 years old, I thought that was the coolest thing I ever
Right.
had seen. And, I'm like, whatever that guy does, I want to do it. I
Right.
want to be on that stage too. So somebody had a guitar laying around, and I just started playing with that. And I would sit down with Bill Monroe, and he would try to teach me stuff, and played a little bit of the violin as well. But guitar was the thing that stuck with me.
So are you totally self-taught, or were there lessons along the way for you?
I've had lessons. I mean, and it's both. It's a mixture of both. Mostly self-taught, but for a couple years, I did do formal training. I've taken, kind of one-off seminars with a lot of legendary guitar players. You're always learning, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. You know, I heard that Kiss is one of your favorite bands. Is that
Yep.
true? Yeah.
Yeah, that's they're a huge part of my life.
Yeah, Kiss is bad.
They're
I'll give them props. They're in our house library of music as well.
Wait,
But
I got a question. Were you disappointed when they got rid of Ace?
uh, man, I'm gonna piss a lot of Kiss fans off with my answer, but I'm in the camp that Ace needed to go.
Oh,
Ace and Peter, you know, as the leader of Dark Remedy, I know what it's like to lead a band, and it really requires that everybody shares the same vision,
right,
has the same work ethic, and
right,
wants the same goals. And when you have some members that, you know, maybe they're not performing the way they should anymore, or they're creating other problems behind the scenes, sometimes you just got to let them go.
right,
And
right.
that's what I think Kiss did the best thing that Kiss could do in that moment to keep Kiss going. I mean, Paul said numerous times, if Ace and Peter were still in the band, Kiss probably wouldn't be.
I like your answer. Sometimes
do
you
too.
you gotta cut the anchor on a sinking ship.
That's right.
Doesn't mean I don't love Ace, but you know,
It's time for him to go find something else to do because with Kiss he was pulling it down. But you know, tell me who is your most cherished influences in music and why?
I mean, it was definitely Kiss. Kiss opened the door for rock. You know, I mean, Grand Ole Opry is where my exposure came from, and had Kiss not come along, I probably would have ended up going the country route. But when I discovered Kiss, and I'll never forget, I was watching WCW Nitro back in '96 or '97, and Kiss was doing some cross marketing, and they had a Kiss wrestler in WCW. So for his big debut, Kiss came out, and I was a huge wrestling fan, and here I am, a little kid on the couch going, what am I watching? This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. And it opened Pandora's box of discovering Ozzy and Sabbath and Metallica and, you know, all the greats. So I grew up, you know, just researching, and I was told when I was a kid, people would always meet me and they'd be like, how does he know that? They'd be like, you're a little kid and you're talking about bands from the 70s. But,
Hey.
you know, once that box is open, it's a free for all.
That's right. I mean, you're very fortunate because you know I know I've done my homework on you that you do have a passion for your work, for what you do and what you represent. I know that you've been around music in one way or another for decades. In fact, your whole life. But right now, as an adult, going through all the things you have, still pushing it forward, what drives you day after day more than anything to continue pursuing your music career?
I've never said this in an interview, but I think it's going to be my father. There's a level of fire to be successful within me that I don't think a lot of people have. My father was a very, very, very successful real estate businessman and a hopeless alcoholic. And if he's watching this, hi, hope you get sober. Hopeless drunk and, you know, total asshole. Kind of showed me through experience, like, here's how you don't treat people when you are successful. And, you know, he used to tell me you're never going to amount to nothing. You know, the tattoos and the pierced ears and all that, you know, you're just going to be a bum the rest of your life kind of thing. When you're told that kind of stuff from, you know, people that you're supposed to respect more than anybody your whole life, that's what you hear. That's a level of fire that I can't teach somebody, you know?
Yeah, that goes in deep.
Let me ask you a question. If your father was disparaging to you in his remarks, and who was your mentor? Where did you get that fire?
My mother pretty much raised me as a single mom.
Well, shout out to your queen, mom.
Yeah, sacrificed a whole lot just to be able to raise me, and always been supportive of anything I do, no matter what. You know, she anytime I play music and I'm anywhere near her, she's at the show. You know, wrestling, if I'm wrestling near her, she's there. You know, always been my biggest supporter.
Well, that is great. That's a good mom right there. I know that music isn't your only craft or skill for Mr. Cary Parsons, but I know that you can professionally sell a house and you can kick butt in wrestling. And you're known in the world of wrestling as Mr. Sinister. Where's that picture? Mr. Sinister.
That's right.
BAD bad. What is it? What is your wrestling under? It's not WCW, WEW, WF. What?
So I'm independent. I've wrestled all over, but I'm not on any contract with any particular company. And
that's kind of a good thing, you think?
Yeah, for now, because I mean, I got to be honest. Wrestling kind of takes a back seat nowadays to everything going on with Dark Remedey. When Dark Remedey really started firing up and we thought we got a shot at doing something here. I had a real estate firm in Orlando, a title company. I think I had like a total of 70 employees under me.
Wow.
And I own 2 big Disney themed vacation rentals over in Orlando. And I've got, the band and the wrestling. It was a lot. I kind of got to the point that I'm like, where's my passion line here? My passion's always been music and wrestling. And real estate is a means to the end. I love it. It's in my blood, but
it's something you can back up on. It's a backup.
Yeah. I just walked into the office one day and I looked at my partner and I'm like, I got to go, man. Like, I got to go chase this dream.
Good for you.
I'm not getting any younger. And the last thing I want to do is look back in life with a bunch of regret. And, I can come back and open another one of these companies up when I'm 60, 70 years old.
Yep.
Age isn't a prohibitor then, but age may be a prohibitor for everything else. So I need to go now.
Good for you.
So I still am actively wrestling, but, I've had opportunities to do some big stuff with it that I've kind of, I've turned some stuff down because the level of commitment in the wrestling world interferes with what I'm trying to do with Dark Remedey.
Well, before I get back in Dark Remedey, there's a question with wrestling that I want to know because, I can talk all the stuff I want and say I'm going to kick your ass, man. But, tell me what's the key to being successfully intimidating when it comes to wrestling? Do you talk that talk to, like, get in their face and be like, what?
Intimidate. I don't know about intimidating. I just, I don't know. They say that the best wrestling personas are a very exaggerated version of yourself. And I think that's what I do with Mr. Sinister. I've, spent a lot of my life conquering demons, and Mr. Sinister kind of is that demon that I'm still able to harness into for that.
Well, that's pretty cool. I mean I like the fact that you're so multi-talented. With all's going on in the world today, I think it's beneficial for someone to always have a backup plan on everything in life of what's going on.
I'm a big believer that you just got to do everything, whatever it is that you want to do, however much of it, just do it all. Find out what you really like the most and stick with it.
That's right. I agree with you on that.
So do you got your signature mood, the Sinister or anything like that?
So my signature is a cradle DDT called Cradle to the Grave.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, one day I'm gonna check you out when you decide to go back and do a little some kick butt. I want to be right there to check that out there. But I do.
Yeah, we just month before last, we actually had some Dark Remedey involvement in the wrestling. The guitar player and myself interfered in a match and stomped out the bad guy and helped the good guy win.
Too bad for the bad guy.
Well, let me pause for just a moment to give a shout out to someone who I haven't met yet, but I've heard great things about, and that's Stephen Miller. Audience, give it up to him. I know that back when COVID-19, the pandemic hit, there were a lot of businesses that closed down. There was a lot of bands worldwide that was affected from this because of the shutdown of touring and gigs. I mean, that was a lot of people's bread and butter.
Yeah.
It was the end of your then band Sinister X, but it was also the birth of Dark Remedey. Share with me the process of how you and Stephen came together to form Dark Remedey.
Well, Stephen, though he's no longer a part of the band,
right,
still one of my best friends. We've known each other a long time. He he was my producer for everything I did with Sinister X. And we always worked really well together. We kind of had the same visions on things. And, you know, when Sinister X was primarily a live show band, and, you know, kind of think Evil Kiss, that's sort of what we look like.
Yeah.
And, you know, touring and all that stuff wasn't happening. So we knew we were pausing for that. And that was the opportunity for Steven and I to finally, you know, just work on some stuff together. And that really started Dark Remedy, which at birth, we were a progressive cinematic metal band. Very, very different from what you hear out of us today. But that's how it all started.
Well, it's a good thing that you started it. I'm now a new fan of Dark Remedy. I think you guys be jamming. Me and Smooth has been jamming
Thank
for
you.
days on the music. But let me see if I got this correct. We have you, Cary Parsons, who is a guitarist, bassist, and vocalist. I hope I'm saying it right. Sam Bodovinac. He's on the guitar. We have J. Rod McLean. Who's that name? I like J. Rod McLean. Like he's gonna come in a Western movie or something, but I like that name. He's on vocalist. You also have Grammy-nominated multi-platinum drummer Paul Crosby. Now, this makes up the fantastic, phenomenal group Dark Remedy, and they're not here to represent themselves. So, what can you tell me about these talented guys?
Well, Sam's inside right now in my studio working on some stuff. J-Rod's over in Mobile, and you know, we brought J-Rod in September, and we had to keep him under wraps. I think we announced him in December, which you know, it always sucks when you join a band. You're excited about it, and he was super excited that Dark Remedy was wanting him,
right?
And you know. So we went through all fall, basically. We just had to keep our mouths shut. And he's a great addition to the band. That guy has a tremendous work ethic. Everybody in this band does. They wouldn't be in the band if they didn't.
Yeah,
that sounds like a big part of your recruiting requirements.
Is the work ethics. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge because,
it.
You know, we're trying to do the impossible here. If you look at the percentage of musicians that make it, and I use that in quotes because everybody's idea of make it is different, but you know, our goal is to be a household name. To get there, the odds are stacked against you. The only way you're going to get there is if you're willing to outwork everybody else.
That's
so
right.
That is a requirement for us.
Well, you know, as a band, and even in a relationship, you know, that work ethic and teamwork is so very important. You are a professional, you know how it done. It's a business. It's a band, but it's also a business, you know. But, you know, how would you describe the sound and style of melodic hard rock alternative metal to anyone who's never heard it before?
Big riffs, big hooks, approachable lyrics that everybody can relate to. I mean, for us, I think we're known for our hooks. You know, we try to make sure that not just the chorus is a hook, but everything else, that there's something to grab. But, you know, the formula for us is, you know, we got to have some beautiful melodies in there. We've got to have that hard hitting aspect from the guitars and the drums and, you know, just stuff that makes you want to move.
Right. I was just going to say, it gets that energy, it gets you going, makes you want to do more than just tap your little feet. It's a little bit more. But to date, right now, how many released singles, EPs, CDs, albums, what do you have that Dark Remedy have out right now?
So we removed our catalog back in the end of 2022 and re-debuted the band when we were coming out of being a progressive metal band. Maybe one day we'll release like the old archives, but we had quite a bit of songs out. We re-debuted the band January of 23. We have 10 singles out now.
Oh, okay. So when you guys go out and perform, you know, do concert gigs and things like that, do you do cover songs or you're just doing all of your own originals?
We do not. It's all original. And actually on the shows that we're going out on here recently, the fans are in for a treat because we are primarily playing unreleased songs off of our upcoming EP on this.
Wow. Wow, that's a treat. So, you know, I've heard that you said that this song that I'm about to bring up is your battle cry into the new era. That's the newly released chart-topping hit song, Let Me Go. I've seen the video. I like the video very much. You guys were really doing it and energetic in it. But before I play the song, have people come up to you and say, hey, you sound like or hey, you got to sound like
We get it all the time.
Do you? Who?
We get 3 Days Grace, Rain City Drive, Breaking Benjamin, Lincoln Park. These are the names we hear the most.
That's crazy because I know Lincoln Park, but it's weird and go on, don't be mad at me, but I kind of thought, hey, I kind of hear a little Nickelback.
We have gotten a lot of that too. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, you know,
I didn't want to say it either, but okay.
Yeah,
I'm loving it.
We love Nickelback. I mean, you know, a lot of people hate on them and call them generic and all that, but to me, when you say generic, you're just saying that's a hit song.
Right.
If it sounds generic, like something that you've heard before, it's because it's a hit. And, you know, Nickelback, look at how many hits they've had. They've had a wonderful career. You can't knock them.
You can't knock them, but I tell you what, you can't knock Dark Remedy either, because they're on a path all their own, doing their own thing, and I'm digging it. It's an awesome song. It's a great video. What's the message or the inspiration behind the song?
I don't want to speak too much because this is more of a J-Rod song, but it, you know, it can apply to a lot of different things in relationships, you know, that sometimes they don't always go good.
Well, that's true. With anything in life, you know, having that support and team backing is priceless. So this is your moment before I play the video. If there's any shout outs you want to give to anyone that participated in the creation of the music
well, definitely
video.
Shout out to the producer, Chris Dawson. Thomas Crane directed the video. Of course, Wakeup Music Rocks and Pepper Gomez for supporting us always.
Right on. All right, well, let's get it on. Let's check out Dark Remedy with the newest released hot song, and it's hot. Let Me Go, right here on the Queen Silvy Show.
I know I shouldn't call you, but it's way too much. I've given you everything, but it's not enough. I'm trapped up in all of this pain. I'm tired of playing your game. So pick up your phone, 'cause I know you're alone and I need to say, why don't you let me go before I lose myself? I don't wanna be someone else. You know that we can't hold on. I'm begging you, let me go. And I know this hurts. Trying hard not to make things worse. All that we have is
was so hot. Why don't you?
Thank you.
I'm like, she's standing there all like ignoring him. He's going, why don't you let me go? I'm like, you know what? Bye. I'm just going to walk. I'll leave your ass. That is an anthem song. That's an anthem song for a lot of people can relate to that. There's a song out there for everyone. And that one right there, oh, man, I can relate to that in past marriages. That's why they're called past marriages. Hello. But I'm digging that very much. I want to give a shout out to Queen. And she's definitely in my book a queen. Queen Pepper Gomez of Wakeup Music Rocks. You guys is in good hands going places under her wings, But
yeah, Pepper's been great.
You are a businessman, see, and I know that you guys have been involved with past record labels before Wakeup Music Rocks, right? So in shedding some knowledge to another independent artist, there's a lot of independent artists that want to get signed to a label. Then there's independent artists, well, today's technology, you can do all the work yourself, but share some things like what went wrong with your other labels and what do you feel is right under Queen Pepper Gomez and Wakeup Music Rocks?
I don't know that anything went wrong per se. Just maybe not the same vision or strategy as us. And I think we've leveled up with each deal too. So there's a little bit of moving on to a better arrangement for us.
I understand.
And that's what led us to Pepper. So Pepper's she's been a godsend to the band. I just actually spoke with her on the phone this morning for quite a while. And, with her, it was an easy decision to sign with her because you can tell she cares about the band. She wants the bands to be successful. And a lot of labels, I'm not going to say that they don't, but, it's less of a personal touch. You may just be another name on the roster that, a lot of them look at it now like, well, we'll sign them, but the band needs to figure out how to blow themselves up. And, yes, the band does. It is on the band's shoulders, but the whole point of signing with a label is that you have a teammate in this too.
Right. Yes.
And, a lot of labels, it's not like a teammate situation where with Pepper
it's not the same as back in the day. And back in the day that I know where, that was the main thing, getting signed to a label and getting represented. And even then you had to be careful. But nowadays, I think you really have to be careful. So, I think that you are in very good hands and going places. But, I was wondering because I have had bands on and individual artists on that participated in the, what's the music show,
Oh, The Voice, or
So you guys have any interest in, like, if someone came up and approached you and we wanted you to be on our television competition type of a show? Well, how do you feel about that?
Oh, I would totally send J-Rod, and I'm confident that J-Rod can smoke most people on one of those shows.
Okay. Is J-Rod headstrong where when I come into a situation like this, you're not going to change me? You're not going to make me be somebody that I'm not, just to satisfy. We've had artists that will go through that as well.
No, he's the opposite because I won't put up with that. When we brought him in, we are, the biggest band that he's ever been in. It's a whole different level for him. It's a bigger platform for his voice. And he was aware of that and, knew that he was coming into our show here and, we do things the way we do things. And he was on board, Okay. I just talked to him yesterday, actually, and he reiterated, I trust the process. I trust the team. Like, we got a great thing going here. This is awesome. He's great. 100% a team player. That's and a very humble guy too. That's the thing. He doesn't realize how talented he is, but when we were on the hunt for a new singer, my producer, Jonathan Norris, brought up the name. And I was familiar with the band he was in. And I was like, nah, I'll pass. And he goes, no, I think you really need to listen to this. You listen again. And I'm like, yeah, that guy's got a ton of talent.
Hey.
like a ton of talent. And then we brought him in. We got him in the studio almost immediately, and he absolutely floored me. You know, I could tell that there was talent in there, but you know, just it's being with the right team that's able to pull that best out of you. I mean, I really think J-Rod will go down eventually as one of the most legendary frontmen because he's got it all.
Well, congratulations to you all, because you know I can see you guys like being some old senior citizens still doing it like Mick Jagger and them. I mean, you know,
We're almost senior citizens now.
No, you're
Some
not.
Of us are.
You are not. Well, we're great grandparents, and give me a guitar or a drum set and watch what I can do, or a set of spoons. But who writes the music and the lyrics for Dark Remedy?
So, me and J-Rod primarily, and we've done a bunch of co-writing with Jonathan Norris as well. So most of our upcoming stuff we did with Jonathan Norris, and it was a trio. A couple of the songs were songs that they were demos that I had put together. No way complete, but I had choruses, and I brought them to Jonathan. I'm like, hey man, what do you think about this? And same with J-Rod, and we're all like, all right, there's something there, let's build it. So, you know, it's back in the day, you know, the bands used to get together in a garage and write a new song, or they travel to a studio. Things are different now.
Right.
And it's kind of cool with the technology. We didn't have to pay for a bunch of studio time to do this because we did it all over Zoom. Jonathan, J-Rod, and myself would get on Zoom, and we would just write from scratch.
And you don't have to be in the same city to make it happen.
You're not the first to tell us that.
That's
They've
right.
been utilizing that same method.
It works. Let me tell you, it works. But how do you get in the mood of writing a song? What is it that strikes your mood to write?
I don't know, honestly. I wish I could figure out what the trigger is. I mean, I think that's the $1 million question, because every writer goes through blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have, you know, a portion of a year, maybe some months, maybe 6 months, 9 months, maybe even up to a whole year where I'm like, I just can't come up with anything. I can't think of anything, and everything I'm doing is awful, you know? And then I don't know, something happens, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, I got it. You'll just be driving down the road or something, come up with a melody or maybe a tagline, and got to rush home and,
right,
you know.
Hey.
Whoops.
So
speaking on that real quick, now do you just sit around and you're just tooling around with your guitar and all of a sudden come up with a riff, maybe spontaneously off of another riff that you like, or you may, and all of a sudden it developed into something else, it morphed on you?
A lot of the times here recently, I'll hear a melody in my head, and then I'll just spend time trying to replicate that on the guitar. Used to be when I would write riffs, I would set a drum beat. You know, I would go into Easy Drummer or something like that, set a beat, some kind of beat I was feeling, and then I would just play and play and play until something came out of it.
That's all right. It works for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love connecting with bands because I think that people can learn how to tolerate and get along amongst each others. In fact, one of the hardest things, like you mentioned, within a band or, you know, or a good relationship for that matter, is good work ethics. Give me some advice for some of these knuckleheads out here who have no idea what it is that they're doing and must realize the importance of work ethics.
Stop thinking and just do. I don't care if you don't know what you're doing. You're going to figure it out if you care. But too many people spend too much time thinking and planning and talking about what they're going to do.
Then doubt comes in.
I haven't known how to do anything that I've done in my life. When, you know, I was in real estate, I had a real estate team. You know, I started as an agent, then I had a team, then I built the team, and then I'm like, well, let's start a company. I didn't have the first clue, you know, a business with a physical location and licensing and all this. I had no clue what I was doing. But if I had sat there for years and years just thinking about it, instead of just saying, screw it, I'm going to dive in and figure it out, I never would have got anywhere. And that's, guitar, anything. It's just figure it out on your own. Stop listening to, definitely don't listen to people's advice that don't have more than you or what you want. I mean,
that is so true.
And in today's day and age, I know it's a tough thing to hear, but like, I look at the billionaires and, the successful, people that made hundreds of millions in music business. I'm not jealous. I'm like, how can I learn from what they did?
Right.
How can I do what they did?
There's
Let me learn everything.
Plenty for everyone. Just do it the right way.
Yeah, I guess I'm on a question. Is that how you decide to plan things? Like you said, you ventured into real estate. You really didn't know what you were doing, but you had some type of a plan so that you had some direction on where you wanted to go.
Yeah. I mean, but my plans are pretty easy. I mean, it used to be when I would go buy investment properties, everybody would make like spreadsheets and all this crazy shit. I write the deals down on a napkin. I'm like, all right, it rents for this much. I'm buying it for this much. If I put this much in, I should be able to get maybe this much more rent, blah, 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 over X amount of years. Is this kind of, looks like a good deal to me,
Right.
That's all it is,
That's right. Hey, have you guys ever had to deal with the groupie issues amongst you guys?
Oh Lord, you trying to get me in trouble? Asking questions like that.
No, but seriously, some do, some don't. That's to me that falls into work ethics as well, because if you don't have your head on right and focused, that you can slide to the left or slide to the right off on the wrong path. And you guys are all handsome guys doing your thing, and some groupies don't care.
Yeah.
So,
well, all I'll say on that is throughout my many years of playing music, I've seen about everything you can imagine. Good, bad, and ugly.
Wow. Well, that little sentence says a lot. It paints a picture for me, so I'll go with that there. But for yourself, Cary, or even for Dark Remedey, what's the biggest goals that you have in terms of music now?
Growth. We pretty much set goals, every 6 months or so. Like, here's what we need to do by this point. If we do that, then it looks like this, So we just want to see some growth. I got to give a huge shout out to SiriusXM Octane. They world premiered Let Me Go on the Octane test drive with Jose Mangan.
Wow.
That was humongous for us.
Wow.
We've been trying to get Octane for a long time, and we finally got it. It's a very big deal to us.
Congratulations.
Near-term goals for us is we'd like to do that with Octane again. Get this EP out, and we're looking forward to the live shows and seeing everybody in person, because we haven't had a chance to get out there and shake the hands of our fans that have been supporting us for years. So
that's going to be great.
Yeah, I guess I kind of have a two-part question. Is, do you guys do festivals? Has there been somebody that you've played with in the past that absolutely loved playing with them, and do you look forward to playing with anybody in the future?
I've played festivals in the past. Dark Remedey has not played festivals yet. But like I said, we're just now gearing up into the live aspect of everything. But festivals are definitely something that we want to be a part of, and we're hoping next year you'll get to see us on some festivals for sure.
That'd be sweet. So if you could have your fans remember if you can have them remember one thing about you or Dark Remedey, what would you want them to remember?
Well, man, you've got some good questions that make me think. Normally, I can just instantly respond.
Well,
but
thank you very much.
Actually, have to think about that. I think one of the things that separates us is we're approachable. We interact with our fans all the time. We love our fans. We look at our fans as family. So, we have a Facebook group called the Dark Remedey Asylum. We're in there chatting with them. They'll DM us. They'll comment. We love our fans. Like, every one of you that takes interest in Dark Remedey, we love you.
Do you perform there and give, when the pandemic hit, there were groups that I've never had seen publicly, you know, or couldn't afford their tickets, but then you can catch them doing lives on social media. You guys do that as well?
We haven't yet, but it has been talked about recently. Okay. So I would imagine there will be some of that in the future.
Okay. So before we go out with another hit song by the one and only Dark Remedey, is there anything that you want to add or say that perhaps I did not ask you?
You covered a lot. The only thing I would add is just to reiterate that every single one of you out there that checks us out, we see you, we love you, and we're glad you're here.
What about upcoming performances? Anything upcoming?
April 21st will be in Mobile, Alabama with Nothing More.
Okay.
In May 15th, we'll be at Club LA in Destin, Florida with Dorothy. And there's a whole bunch of more show announcements coming real soon.
That's what's up. So before we get into the song, tell everybody how you can be followed, Cary Parsons, as well as Dark Remedey, and where can we go to purchase the great music?
Well, I'm the one that runs the Dark Remedey, so if you're interacting with Dark Remedey, you're talking to me. That's really about the only place I'm active on social media. And but you can find us, Dark Remedey Band, pretty much everywhere. DarkRemedeyBand.com.
You guys are so hot and popular, you're Googleable. Just Google these guys. You're going to find them. They're out there for you. So Killing Me is the name of the tune. Tell me about the song and the inspiration behind it.
This is one of my songs that I wrote, and you know it comes from some real life experience and struggling to get through it.
Hey, Killing Me is a song. Cary, I thank you so much for taking the time, being here, having a great conversation. I had a great conversation with you. Hopefully we can be able to get the other guys on at another time. You're always welcome to come back. Anytime you're doing anything, you can just simply message me and I'll gladly share it out there for you as well. You have new fans right now because you guys are doing it, and I'm always following everything that Pepper Gomez does anyway, so I'm honored to be able to meet you and have you on the show today. Well, thank you.
That means a lot to us. It's been a pleasure being on here with both of you. Absolutely. And we look forward to next time.
Absolutely. Have a good day. Have a good evening. A good everything while I present to you Dark Remedey and Killing Me.
Thank you.
In the dark, I'm losing myself. Your love, like a fire, leaving me in ashes every night. I'm haunted by your touch, but you're gone. These shattered dreams won't let me be. I'm lost without you. Can't you see? It's killing me. I'm screaming out in misery. Why can't you see? It's killing me. I used to feel alive when you were near, but now I'm just a ghost stuck in my own fear. It cuts through me like a knife. Without you by my side, these shattered dreams won't let me be. I'm lost without you. Can't you see? It's killing me. I'm screaming out in misery. Why can't you see? It's killing me. These shattered dreams won't let me be. I'm lost without you. Can't you see? It's killing me. I'm screaming out in misery. Why can't you see? It's killing me. It's killing me.
Remedey.
Woo! And I can say, oh, honey, let me just tell you, write this down. You got pencil, paper, dark Remedey.
Man.
That's right. Write this down too. Cary Parsons, Parsons. He's doing some great things, you guys. That music is hot.
Good music, good lyrics. Yeah, they got a good. Yeah.
New video, new song just released this month, February 2025. Let Me Go is the name of the title. The name of the song. Go get it. Check it out. Support. Let these guys know that, hey, they are jamming. They are doing some great things and on the right path. I am now a fan of Dark Remedey because they are BAD bad. I'm digging it. And I thank you so much, Cary Parsons, for taking the time and having some great conversation with Smooth and myself on the show today.
That was entertaining, Queen. Thank you for having them on the show.
Well, I enjoyed my conversation, and I look forward to so much more great things with these guys and perhaps again on the show. But I do want you to know that today is Tuesday. Some people forget that the day is Tuesday, meaning tomorrow's Wednesday, and that's Tim's Tidbits. Yeah. Tim's not going to tell you anything about the show, but it is entertaining. It's political. It's entertaining.
It is
it's
as
political.
the world burns, yes. That's not about it? Yeah. Something along that lines. Yeah.
It's fantastic. They also showcase the asshole of the week. Ooh, sometimes there's more than one asshole of the week. I just can't help it. There's a lot of assholes out there.
So many contenders. It's amazing.
It's hard to pick which is the asshole.
How do you know which asshole to pick?
Hey, you're going to find out who that is tomorrow. That's Wednesday on Tim's Tidbits. That's in the evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Do check your time zones, but join us for that.
I was going to get discussing. You have a particular asshole you like to pick?
Are you asking me or them?
Oh, I'll ask the people out there.
Yeah, because like
any particular
I got a
assholes
scroll
you like
of
to pick?
assholes of the week. You know, one of them starts with a TR, and I'm going to leave it at that. Okay.
Let's behave. Talk to them about Thursdays.
Yes, I sure will, because come back on Thursday. Thursdays is the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, bringing you inspirational, encouraging, motivating. It's actually a
potpourri of entertainment.
That's right. It's a potpourri of entertainment. Great people, great kings and queens, coming from the heart, bringing the best just for you. We also showcase the show question of the week. That's where great people video in their answer to the show question of the week. And we end the show with a special video showcase. So, it's so impactful. Super greatness in store. That also is in the evenings, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, do check your time zones, but join us there. What they used to say, be there or be square.
Be there, be square. Yep. Stick and stay, don't go away.
Right. And all of that stuff. But nevertheless, I've only had a cup of tea. A cup of tea. Now I'm ready to have, you already know, a plate of food, because that's what I do whenever I get done doing this show. And it's so fantastic. I be like the big girls. I'm going to smash. You hear me? So with that said, Smooth's going to tell you how we can be followed on social media, how you can come aboard and to do the show question of the week, or perhaps have your own segment aboard the platform of the Now You Know show. And if you'd love to be a guest on the Queen Silvy show, Smooth's going to get you that information.
To accomplish any of those aforementioned objectives, you may look at the top of the screen and see that we have www.thequeensilvyshow.com. You can go there to contact us. There's a contact tab, as a matter of fact. You can scroll down, drop us a message in your email, and we'll be back with you. Also, if you'd like to catch up on any of our past shows, YouTube, just simply drop in again, The Queen Silvy Show. You can catch on all the past episodes, and there is a potpourri of entertainment there also. It's
yes, sir.
Insane, yes. So otherwise, hey.
Go out and make the most of your day, evening.
I'm getting hungry. I'm ready to go
Be
eat.
kind to your neighbors, if you will, and join us for more super greatness, because we aim to bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you, baby. That's right. So with that said,
till next week, the same Queen time, same Queen station. We'll holla. Bye.